has no previous great prominence in the sport. Manny Pacquiao did not get to wear the gloves he wanted to wear in the first fight because of a deal his then promoter Murad Muhammad made for him. Tonight he gets to wear the Reyes gloves, which he says are better for a puncher and will give him more of a chance to score the knockout he's looking for. They start out sizing each other up from a tactical boxing point of view, and both fighters start with the jab. One job which Pacquiao must accomplish to win the fight tonight: limit the effectiveness of Morales' jab, or ideally somehow take it away.
Morales seems to be in a much better zone right now, fighting a guy like Pacquiao as compared to Raheem, who is moving away a lot more. And his jab, and the fact that Pacquiao gets his feet crossed up often when he gets close, it may turn out to be an advantage to Morales.
I'd be stunned if we didn't see an entirely different Erik Morales tonight than the guy we saw in September against Raheem. However, on that night, Manny Pacquiao looked spectacular in knocking out Hector Velasquez with a series of big right-hand shots. Not his normal straight left-hand knockout punch, but right hooks.
The way that Morales is holding his right hand is just almost perfect for Pacquiao's favorite punch, which is straight left right through the center.
Because Morales is holding the right hand to the side of his head.
To the side of his head.
Rather than in front.
And Pacquiao, his whole attack is basically around his straight left. He doesn't do too much effective stuff to the body, either with his right jab or either right hook.
In the last 20 seconds, you saw Pacquiao twice land the straight left. Not a really big shot so far. This is the way the first fight went. They loosened up and traded punches most of the way. Morales back Pacquiao up with a big hand. Almost knocks him down with the right hand. Stuns Pacquiao as he jabs and right crosses him into the corner.
Sort of a very interesting fight because Pacquiao is still going to land those straight lefts, but his balance gets to be so bad when he starts his exchanges. And that's going to be a big factor.
Two hard lefts inside by Pacquiao.
Straight left through the center again.
Pacquiao is targeting that left hand effectively in this round. He threw it, by his own admission, way too often in the first fight. The idea is to get inside and set it up. Here's a good body shot by Pacquiao. Morales momentarily stops him with a right.
Well, after a minute of sizing each other up, they're sizing each other up in another way right now.
A flurry at the end of the round by Pacquiao, another landed left hand. Morales tries to come back with one of his own. It was a brilliant round. And we go to Morales.
See Morales landing the straight right hand, and because of the balance of position of him.
Just like the first fight, Morales throwing fewer, landing at a higher rate. Pacquiao throwing more, landing at a lower connect percentage. Pacquiao actually had a 12-5 edge in power connects according to CompuBox, but the three right hands by Morales may have won the round. Remember, Pacquiao more of an attacker. Morales is a guy who can lead or counter, and his counter-punching helped him to win the first fight. As we said, both guys will hit and get hit.
Well, the piece is just enough to make it an interesting fight. They both get hit enough. But the biggest thing that I'm noticing in this fight is the balance, once again, of Pacquiao, which may end up being a bigger factor. Because he's punching good, but he loses his balance often. But the punching is about 50-50.
One thing that would really help Pacquiao to change the fight would be if he could be more effective with his right hand. Before the first fight, he and trainer Freddie Roach told reporters in Manila that he would throw a secret punch called Manila Ice, which was supposed to be an effective right hook.
He must be listening to you, Jim. He's starting to work with his right jab right there.
That's what he needs to do. He has to be a two-handed fighter instead of a one-handed fighter.
That makes a big difference because if I was training someone to fight him, I'd have him primarily looking for a straight left to the left.
There's a hard left hand by Pacquiao. Backs Morales up. And another hard left touches up Morales and momentarily stuns Erik. But Morales always fights back when he's stunned.
So much for the boxing.
The war is on.
What separates fighters like Morales is they won't take a punch for an answer. They're going to reply. Pacquiao says he's got the punches
just to outfight him, but he's landing straight left hands at random.
And Pacquiao throws
directly, as we say, through you. He doesn't punch just to make contact. He tries to punch completely through you with all of his weight.
Copy box numbers in round 2. Morales 20 out of 75. Pacquiao 23 out of 87. Pacquiao with an 18-14 edge and power connect. The positioning of ERIK Morales' right hand, Manny, shows you that he's far more concerned with his ability to throw it than with blocking Pacquiao's left.
That's right. I saw at the end of the round, it seemed like a little wobble in Morales' leg as he went to the corner, something I've never saw before. Seems to be a little unsteady.
Hard right hand by Morales over the top. And a left hook by Morales. And now he's got Pacquiao on the defensive. Seesaw fight already. We're only in the 3rd round. Uppercut by Pacquiao. There's a little variety didn't show in the first fight. And a good right hand as he backed away. Again, Manny can set the left hand up more effectively if he can use the right better tonight than he did in the first fight.
Well, if he starts using his right hand effectively to make it much easier for that straight left to the center.
And the straight left lands again on the button on Morales' chin. But if Pacquiao was expecting to knock Morales out by landing straight left hands, it hasn't happened yet. When they get close to the ropes, Morales uses his height and his longer body to force Pacquiao back and pressure him against the ropes.
And he uses his right jab pretty effectively so far, too.
Yeah, okay, I wondered if you were talking about Morales or Pacquiao.
No, Morales is using his left jab effectively.
And some people say he won the first fight with his jab, although certainly the right hand wasn't exactly in the holster. They trade combinations. It's Morales who dominates the exchange. And he goes back to work with the jab on the right hand. And Pacquiao isn't stopping Morales' right. Morales isn't stopping Pacquiao's left.
It's a good thing that both of these guys have good chins.
They're trading their money punches and at pretty close range from time to time. The distance between them expands and contracts according to what Pacquiao wants to do. Mostly Morales stands his ground.
Right now, one of the big factors still is Morales is a much more solid fighter balance-wise than Pacquiao. Pacquiao's dollar terms at the end of his combination looks like he's hurt when he's not because his balance is so bad.
Pacquiao is a blunt instrument. Just come forward.
Out of 67, Morales with an edge in power connect. If you're scoring, you might want to say, although they've been close rounds, that it appears Morales might have won the first and the third, Pacquiao the second. Let's see what Harold Letterman has to say as we go to his card.
Okay, Jim, you got it exactly the way I've got it. 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. ERIK El Tariq Morales. Jim, let's talk about that second round for a minute. The rule is, if you get hit with a clean shot and you go into the ropes, if you're caught helplessly up in the ropes, the referee could call it a knockdown. Morales did get caught. He did go into the ropes, but I thought it was more of a slip. He was more off balance. I agree with Bayless. It wasn't a knockdown.
This time, as Pacquiao went to attack, Morales caught him with a counter left hook and momentarily drove him back. That's the first really effective left hook we've seen from ERIK.
I scored the first round incidentally even, and I have it 1-1-1.
Fans will like you better, Larry. Incidentally, Manny Pacquiao's right eye is beginning to swell just a little bit. That's ERIK Morales' jab finding the target.
His left jab is interesting in style, but with Zaire right here, he had such problem because of the boxing technique, but the fact that Pacquiao is sitting there fighting and he has a body to hold him up when he punches is a totally different fight.
Well, when a guy boxes and moves as Raheem did, Morales gets disgusted and says, oh, he doesn't really want to fight. Pacquiao is an opponent you can totally appreciate.
Yes, he's a warrior. These are two warriors, and this is what makes great fights. When you have fighters who are willing to fight anyone and they have exciting styles themselves, that's good for boxing.
Excellent counter right hook by Pacquiao. That might begin to inhibit Morales' jab.
left jab of Morales is very effective too.
Morales tends to get marked,
Uppercut by Pacquiao. Good shot.
tends to get marked up around the nose and eyes, and it's already beginning.
He's got a high ridge bone in his nose, and that swells up right away as soon as he starts getting hit. But
Well, his nose comes in sections, I should say. I mean, seriously, if you were distributing tickets along Erik's nose, you could divide them into 4 seating sections.
Oh, I see it as a great hawk nose, a hawk circling, looking for prey.
It gets broken in a lot of fights, but he's used to that. He's had a good round here in the 4th as he continues to drive Pacquiao back. Pacquiao threw 81 jabs in the first 2 rounds, but has begun to slow down on that and go back to the routine of power punching all the time. That helps Morales to find his open. Good combination at the end of the round by Manny Pacquiao.
yeah, but the left jab of Morales is becoming a bigger factor as the fight goes on. It seems to be landing consistently. The left jab right there, Morales is right now been the most effective, consistent punch in the entire fight.
Landed only 3. He was very effective with the jab in the first couple of rounds. Now Morales is beginning to solve that. And I think he's solving it, Manny, simply by peppering Pacquiao with his own jab and making Pacquiao concentrate on defending against that.
Yes, yes. And Pacquiao has gotten away from landing his straight left through the center that he was landing earlier.
Maybe that's because he's not landing his jab anymore either. And Morales has moved his right hand over just a little bit, just a tiny bit in front of his face. Good left and right by Morales.
The left jab started it. And he seems like he doesn't have a defense. Normally when you're fighting a guy that's right-handed, you're supposed to try to parry that punch off, pick it off, but Pacquiao isn't picking it off. He just has really no defense for it. He just jabs over his shoulder.
Hard left hand lands for Pacquiao.
With his Reyes gloves on.
Exactly, that was a solid shot. If the knockout Buster was looking for a knockout, he might have thought he got something there.
And that's the biggest thing. Pacquiao, he lands big shots a lot of times. He leaves himself in a bad position from balance, and that's when he gets hit a lot after he finishes up punching.
Do you think there's a question, Manny, as to whether Manny Pacquiao is really a 130-pound fighter? Was he significantly more effective at 126?
There is no doubt, let me ask him, that Pacquiao is a more truer featherweight. Okay, we're talking about 3 or 4 pounds, and for the elite fighters, it shouldn't make that much difference. But definitely, Morales is the bigger man.
And he imposes his will on Pacquiao again, busting with 2 right hands. And another one. Manny's firing back and landing, but Morales is landing the more tactically significant blows. He's doing what he wants to do.
He's landing the effective blows, the very clean blows.
Again, Pacquiao shakes his head as Morales clocks him with a jab. Look at the upper body movement of Erik Morales, who has brought a lot of energy tonight. Perfect 1-2s, left jab and right cross. Pacquiao fires the left up the middle and lands again. And lands again. And lands again. And Morales comes back with a right.
Morales does not have a defense for the straight left. That's the only weakness that he has.
He's a true Mexican fighter. If you don't hit him, he's insulted.
That's no small weakness, Emmanuel.
It's a major weakness, especially when you have a guy like Pacquiao that can punch with so powerful with that left hand. And Pacquiao doesn't have a defense for the left tail of Morales.
So if the question was, will tonight's fight be significantly different in appearance than the first fight? The answer so far is no.
Here you see the left jab of Morales, which has turned out to be the most effective punch for him. And here's the straight left to the center of Pacquiao's, which has been the most effective punch for him.
Through the 5th round, Morales has landed 24 more punches. Pacquiao has thrown 56 more. What is exactly the same as in the first fight is that Pacquiao is averaging only 3 landed jabs per round now. That's exactly the way he was in the first fight. Morales tripling him in connected jabs. It's the big difference in the fight. Fast pace. Morales can take Pacquiao's best shot.
Yeah, Morales has a good chin.
But his face is getting marked now. His nose is broken and twisted to one side.
And it's giving new energy to Pacquiao, too.
No question, Pacquiao has rearranged Morales' nose with, I believe, his right hand. Pacquiao landing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots inside. He's having a big round here. Already, Pacquiao's thrown 52 power shots in the round and connected on 21 of them.
If those gloves are going to make a difference, it's going to be their cumulative impact. Because Morales just can't be knocked out with just one punch. He's only been down once in his career, and that was not a clean knockdown that hurt him.
He's never been knocked out. Manny Pacquiao has never won a decision on American soil.
Well, Pacquiao's goal tonight is to try to knock out Morales when he first got him knocked out.
What a run for Manny Pacquiao. He completely dominated the sixth, and Morales almost back to his corner.
And may have gone down if he didn't fall into the referee's body. This time, it's Morales who has the cut in the middle of the fight.
And Morales right now has been pummeled. I've never seen him get like that.
For the numbers, if you were watching the graphic, Pacquiao landing 32 power shots out of 80 thrown in the sixth round. Harold, how do you have it through six now?
Okay, Jim. 4 rounds to 2. 58, 56, Erik Morales. Jim, I thought Erik did win 3 rounds in a row. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. Round 6 was huge for Pacquiao. I didn't think he did enough to make it a 10-8 because Morales fought back. But be as it may, 4-2, Morales.
I have it 3-2-1.
Good right hook to the body by Pacquiao. Morales catches him with the left hook. Turns it back around for a moment. Scraping Pacquiao against the ropes with lefts and rights. Manny looking to get in a left-hand shot. Backs Morales off. Here comes the Mexican warrior again.
Both of these guys have good chins.
What incredible competitors both of these guys are. Just when you think they are fading, they come back.
Yeah, but Morales looks a little weak there.
Oh, hard right hand by Pacquiao after Morales landed a good job. Erik tries to load up on one big punch and misses it. Pacquiao is getting more and more accurate as these rounds progress. There's a hard left hand over the top.
Morales is taking tremendous punishment. Even a rock will break open if you hit it often enough.
Yeah, Pacquiao punching with more snap, more crispness. Morales is punching this on sheer determination.
And you talked about balance in the past. It's Erik Morales who is wobbling now, as his legs have clearly been affected by the pummeling that Pacquiao has delivered in the last round and a half.
And probably all of the last 15 fights prior to this are beginning to show.
Even the great Marco Antonio Barrera, in his 2 wins over Erik Morales, never damaged Morales as much over the course of 2 rounds as Pacquiao has here in the 6th and the 7th.
Yeah, and I think maybe all of those hard fights are beginning to time to take the toll.
It's a little premature, but let's give Pacquiao credit here for coming back in the middle of the fight to make it a fight. Morales trying to regain his composure, it seems.
We've seen Erik Morales' nose broken many times before, but I don't think I've ever seen it look this bad, Emmanuel.
No. And I'm looking at the way he's punching, too. Just when he punches, his balance is very bad. Pacquiao is just so strong, so focused, so determined still, and punching with so much power.
There's also a cut over one of Erik Morales' eyes, but it isn't bleeding profusely yet. Another hard left hand inside by Manny Pacquiao. We saw Erik's head snap back. Morales continues to try to press forward and fight. Doesn't know any other way. This is the Morales.
Morales has got problems.
In the last 2 rounds, by favor of Pacquiao. The word from Morales' corner via interpreter Ray Torres, his legs are just tired. That's what he needs.
Yeah, the last thing you need to do is start rubbing the leg. Because a massage will take whatever energy you have in your legs out. I strongly disagree on that of rubbing, massaging, or rubbing anything in a fight like that.
Having watched Tommy Hearns get his legs rubbed accidentally and inadvertently prior to going in against Bobby Smart.
That's the one thing that I'm adamant about. The last 3 days, definitely no more of that.
Hard right hand by Pacquiao drives Morales back. He fires another right hook. He's been so good with the right hand tonight. Morales with a brilliant counter right.
Yeah, but Pacquiao just seems to be able to take everything that comes at him.
Morales is going to have to work hard to find something to stem the tide. His jab seemed to be dominating the fight for 3 rounds, but Pacquiao has gotten past it in these past 2.5 rounds.
And the straight left is beginning to find a target.
Right hand again. More effective right hand punching, and now Morales seems to be saying to himself, all right, I better just let it go and rip it. I might as well go ahead and take whatever I'm going to take in return. I have to throw. Morales wobble in the face of the constant onslaught from Pacquiao. Look at the courage of Morales as he continues to try to fire combinations and turn it around.
Yeah, his legs doesn't look too steady at all.
Good body shot by Pacquiao with the left hand. He mixes in a few more body shots. He may get Morales in serious trouble. But it's hard for a slugger like Manny to remember to go to the body. He's so accustomed to starching people upstairs.
Yeah, he still favors that straight left hand. He had so much success with it.
Morales' right hand partially blocked by Pacquiao. A series of Pacquiao shots. And Morales with a jam in the right hand, and a body shot, and another right, and suddenly he's back in the fight. Makes Pacquiao miss, dances with his feet, alive again.
Too late was not enough in that round for Morales.
Position, they're totally fatigued and stretched.
So you think Morales is going to get worse and worse here as they continue to rub his legs?
Yeah, but I think now what he's going to try to do is counterpunch his way here. He's going to try to catch Morales on the way in. I don't know how much.
Pacquiao on the way in.
Pacquiao, sorry. I don't know if he's got the energy to attack consistently.
CompuBox numbers in the 8th, Pacquiao 18 out of 84, Morales 19 out of 73. But Pacquiao had the edge in power connect and seemed again to win the round, although Morales had that big rally at the end.
Showed a much better defense there as the fight is progressing. He's getting away from most of the power punches from Morales.
But after dominating the 3 preceding rounds with power punches, Pacquiao has slowed down here in the 9th. Nothing much has happened in the first minute and 15 of the round.
But he's still landing it with a straight left hand through the center still, which Morales doesn't do anything to stop it at all. He just seems to just absorb it.
On the nose, which is already broken in several places.
Emmanuel, do you think what's been going on in Morales' corner is a reflection of the changes in that corner?
I think it's just accumulation of a lot of things. I think that Pacquiao just seems to be more energetic, much more strength. And Morales seems like he's just slowed down. All the punches he's taking are taking an effect on him, seems like tonight. All those hard fights.
Would it be the difference between Reyes' gloves and winning gloves?
I don't think the gloves will make any difference. I really don't even think the different people in the corner would even make any difference.
You think it's just sheer determination on Pacquiao's part to be more forceful?
Yes,
I think it's partially better use of the right hand.
Yeah, and that left hand, the straight left hand through the center is going to be a big factor now.
setting it up with a variety of shots, including some brilliant right hooks and some good jabbing from time to time.
And Morales' legs are long.
And they trade at close range, and now Pacquiao's hands are quicker. As Morales begins to lunge and reach, his legs are leaving him. His hands don't move at the same speed, and Pacquiao's more and more assertive as the fight goes on.
And going more to the body, Jim.
And Erik Morales backed away to avoid contact, something you...
Right here you see Pacquiao just coming back. He's just out fighting him at this stage right now.
Well, he has quicker hands.
And he's landing 4 for every one, or 3 for every one. Gets hit more often because Pacquiao's hands are faster. Power shots in the 9th round. Morales 11 of 43. Pacquiao more effective, 17 out of 50. Harold, how do you have it coming to the 10th?
Okay, Jim. 5 rounds to 4. 86, 85. Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I'll tell you, I thought Morales did win 3 rounds in a row, 3, 4, and 5. But Manny Pacquiao has won everything since. 6, 7, 8, 9. All to Manny Pacquiao. He's just taking it to Erik Morales, punching him, doing more damage, landing more harder shots.
But now in the first 30 seconds of the 10th round, Morales has reestablished his jab and could be on his way to a potential winning round if he keeps it up.
I think that has to do with Pacquiao also being a little tired. He spit some blood out into the bucket between rounds.
Good body shot by Pacquiao. He tries for another one. Morales with a straight left. Erik manages to duck and slip a couple. Doesn't throw, has his hands below his waist. He's exhausted.
Totally exhausted. You know, it's the one thing he always finished up strong. And after every exchange, he always fired back. But I think it's pretty much difficult for him to do it now.
In the last couple minutes, we've seen him back away from contact. We've seen him stand with his hands at his sides and simply duck and slip without throwing. And very unlike Erik Morales. Another hard left by Pacquiao. Knocks Morales off.
There's no defense at all for that punch.
Now it looks almost like Morales is the one who lost balance.
Yes, he has no legs. It is very, very, very weak. It would not be surprised for me to see him go down for the first time.
Pacquiao seizing the initiative again. Hard left hand stops Morales in his tracks there. Erik with his hands at his sides as he backs away along the ropes. And he almost did go down on that shot.
Yeah, he's fighting, but his legs are so weak that at any time he can
There he
throw him.
goes. Good call, Manny. That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career.
Totally exhausted.
And it seems like he has the same expression that Barrera had on his face when he fought Pacquiao.
And now Morales is going to fall farther behind on the scorecards unless he can knock Pacquiao down. But it's almost impossible to imagine it now.
It's over.
There's the second knockdown and the stopper. Manny Pacquiao has knocked out the great Erik Morales.
Great victory for Pacquiao. How do you get bigger in the Philippines than being a combination of Ali, Elvis, and Bruce Lee? He just got bigger.
He thought he could do it the first time around. He totally made the point tonight.
And he did it the hard way because he took a lot of punches himself early in the fight.
He was behind at the midway point of the fight. Brilliant and courageous performance by the pride of the Philippines.
And the people who made Pacquiao the favorite, curiously, were right. He had a bigger upside. He could change more coming into this fight than Morales can. And now the questions come, has Morales just been in too many of these wars against outstanding fighters?
Morales has just lost 2 fights in a row against 2 different kinds of fighter. In one fight, he loses an embarrassing one-sided decision. In this fight, he is knocked out and annihilated for the first time in his career.
And that's 4.
Here's the first knockdown, Emmanuel Stewart. You saw it coming.
Yeah, it was just his legs was going. I mean, anyway, even a punch on his shoulders would have scored a knockdown.
Another look at knockdown number 1. Pacquiao hitting Morales on the top of the head, and often that'll send the fighter down.
You can't fight when you don't have any legs to hold your body up.
Knockdown number 2. And at this point, Morales was just looking for a place to hide. And the hyper-energetic Pacquiao, relentless with rights and lefts.
When he started to come complaining about his legs about 3 or 4 rounds earlier, that was an indication that he realized he was in trouble and he was probably going to quit sooner or later.
Manny Pacquiao tonight was not looking for the home run on every swing, was not looking to knock out ERIK Morales with every punch, and consequently he gets.
Well, I said the intangibles are all pointed towards Pacquiao winning. I thought he was more focused this time, better prepared, and that made a lot of difference. Plus having the benefit of seeing Morales beaten the last fight too. So I just felt that everything favored him, and he's grown more into the junior lightweight in this time because he's really a featherweight. Whereas Morales is much harder to lose that weight again, especially when you're older.
It's the latest in the string of sensational knockouts, which have made Pacquiao a giant star in the sport. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kenny Bayless steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 10. The winner by TKO victory, Manny Pacquiao.
Final numbers from CompuBox will reflect Pacquiao's increasing dominance as the fight wore on in the power punching category. Pacquiao landing 12 more overall, throwing 151 more. Morales actually landed at a higher connect percentage, but that was partially because Pacquiao was throwing so frequently as Morales had no way to defend, no way to stop him from launching his punches.
You could see him better because you weren't cut. Do you think your gloves also contributed to what happened?
Oh yeah, exactly. That the gloves that I use in clitoris is, I like this glove. It's my glove. So he uses his own glove winning. So both of us are comfortable to use the gloves.
Could you see him getting tired around the 6th and 7th rounds from your punches? And could you see across the ring as he showed such fatigue?
I saw him every time I hit to the body, he's hurt, and then he stopped to punching. So I know he's hurt to the body. So, but I'm not like aggressive, So I'm careful because he have a power punch also. So I'm careful to his punch.